Well viewers, welcome to the March edition of the video where Richie's going to get familiar and take some chrysanthemum cuttings for his first time in his career.
Oh, happy days, happy days. And in return I'll be showing Terry how to make a wonderful little bee tube. I mean, it's slightly off the wall, should be good fun.
And out on the plot we should be looking at the ever widening hunger gap as the winter vegetables are finally being harvested and nothing left. And then we shall return to the home greenhouse where Richie can get up close with some of the plants and get a hands-on Reiki.
Touchy feely plants, eh? Okay.
So we got a wild and exciting programme for you today with vast array of different activities going on both at the allotments and in the greenhouse.
Good.
Please plant me now and let me grow, 'cause you don't weed me anymore. To waste your crop would be a sin, so feed me and let me crop again. I will plant you deep by here, so I will always have your knee. Your leaves are warm, your roots are cold, so my beauty, grow and let's be bold.
Very good, very good.
Do you think we can win the Eurovision with that? I'm sure we get a lot of votes for that. I'm sure we'll even win over Germany and France, won't we?
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Okay then Rich, well we're going to have a bit of a Blue Peter moment this week.
Right.
I'm actually going to train you now to take chrysanthemum cuttings.
Yeah, okay.
Now first of all, I'm not quite sure that I should let you loose with this, but this is a rather sharp knife.
This is quite a nice knife.
It is quite a nice knife. It's a present, yes, it was a present. So all of my presents, Christmas parcels, come from Father Christmas, straight from Gardenland.
Right.
But what I'm going to do now, I'm sitting behind us here, are last year's stools. These were the ones that made last year's flowers.
That's your stools.
That's my stools.
Are you sure?
They are definitely stools. That is the correct technical term.
Okay, fantastic.
We have 36 different varieties. So the first thing we have to do is, as we picking them, we list them. So we only want one of each.
Right, okay.
So we now looking at this here. There is a rather nice looking shoot there.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, first of all, we need to look at the labels in there, and that says Grandion.
Right, okay.
And then, so we check the list. Have we already taken the Grandion? No.
Nope.
Nope. So we need to mark down
Take it off.
Grandion. Very, very Blue Peterish.
Very
So
good.
now, take that knife.
Okay.
And get
This
low
knife-
down,
and a
si-
slanty cut or a sort of...
no, cut him straight. Cut him straight because you're going to tidy him up.
Okay, right.
Right,
So
so
what I'll do...
Cut him across.
Right down at the bottom?
No, just on the green, on the nice
Just
soft
where the green starts.
Soft green,
Okay,
right?
there you go.
So you've now got a nice little cut in there, haven't you?
Right, yeah, nice
right.
little cutting.
So now the next thing you've got to do is strip off these lower leaves.
Okay.
Strip these off. We're going to put them on
So really the purpose of this exercise is just to
propagate a new plant.
Okay, and are you giving these away to presents for people? Or
No, these are my 36.
Okay.
Anybody who wants these later on, there will be loads of cuttings. They are put outside there, and people can take them away.
So
and
really
do
these plants that you've kept over winter
Yeah.
are purely to take cuttings off to kind of for you to restart a load of new plants down the bottom there.
Correct, because you
And,
you just don't want to land up with the old plants because they just make smaller flowers. So a new plant will make a good new flower, and you forever making the crop.
Okay, I just wonder where the method was in the madness, but it's all become clear to me.
It's all become clear. So all those lower leaves are taken off.
Right.
So what you need to look for now is a leaf joint.
Right.
So we have a nice little leaf joint there.
Okay, nice.
So using that
joint.
knife,
Am I cutting
straight across on that. Straight across.
Straight across. So there's a
So
nice
you now,
little cut.
because on the leaf joint is where new roots are going to come.
Right.
Now this is the only place we may use a little bit of chemicals in gardening.
Okay.
And this is rooting compound to stop your thing actually assisting it to make new roots.
Right.
And stops any mildew from
So
it.
just dip it into
dip
the
him in there,
rooting compound?
using the top of the rooting compound.
Is there what is rooting compound then? What does it comprise
It's some
of?
hormone powder which actually makes the plant form new roots fairly quickly.
Right.
Nice deep hole. Put him in deep, so it's just on the surface of the soil.
Okay, so
we got the situation. There's your cutting quite taken.
right.
So you've got to remember what was it called?
The Grandion that wasn't
Grandion,
it?
right?
So that
So we take the labels we used last year. We never no waste, no want, but we can never find the same ones.
Okay.
So a little bit of
I was
wet.
going to say, have you got the same names on any of those?
No, these everything. So with a bit of wet and dry stone,
Yeah.
you remove last year's stencil mark.
Of the name.
Can you spell Grandion on there now for me? Can you spell
Give
Grandion?
it a go. I'll give it a go. Assuming that there's a little bit of lead in your pencil. That's the only bit of lead in your pencil.
That is still in good nick. So we're going to make a Grandion there. So he's on our list.
So it's spelled how it's pronounced?
Yes, spelled how it's pronounced.
Okay.
So there we are, the new little cut in.
There you go. I wouldn't be any good at writing on a big blackboard, would I?
Put him in to identify him. First of all, before we do that, before we finally put him under cover, we give him a little drop of warm water. This is water that's been in the greenhouse for a while, so it's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Just to bed him in.
So I suppose you don't really want to put
cold water.
So no, shock them. It'd be like us having a cold bath.
He will, yeah. So he's quite happy in there now.
Yeah.
A little bit of plastic sheeting over the top. He's on his little cloche, which fit perfect.
They do fit perfectly.
And there you are, a nice environment.
That's the first time I've ever taken a chrysanthemum cutting.
Well, are you now and adapt to that? Well, Rich, the raw beans are on there. Yet another movement.
They're looking stunning, aren't they?
Yeah, they've come all the way from. They came from the greenhouse, the heated greenhouse in the back garden 2 to 3 weeks ago. They spent a couple of weeks in this cold greenhouse, and now they're going to be exposed to the vagaries of the Welsh weather.
Yeah,
they're going to go into this cold frame, no lid.
Poor beans. So how long will it now before those throw some pods?
Oh, that'll be June.
June.
But
okay,
these are going to go into there now and be acclimatised to the atmosphere, get them chilled off in a fortnight's time now, having been ready to be life in the open.
Yep.
They'll then go into the ground
go for it.
for their finals. So these
they do look lovely, though, don't they?
They're like nomads, yeah, but they're looking really well. They're looking really green and healthy, and they're quite sturdy little plants.
Have you got any particular varieties this year?
I'm growing long pod and I'm growing Listra.
Right.
It's two different varieties. The Listra's a squatter bean with smaller pods but quite compact.
Right.
And the long pod, then the aqua long pod, is quite a long pod with lots of beans in it.
Right.
So that's the two varieties. You've got the big ones with the bigger beans, and you've got the smaller, nicer beans.
Fab.
So a few of each. So they're all ready to go into there now.
Okay.
So no protection for them now other than keeping the cold wind off them.
Yeah.
But they're out in the open air now.
I do. It looks healthy. It's the beginning, really, isn't it?
Well,
the beginning
yeah.
of the season of the beans. The fact that there's 5 juicy trays of beans in there.
100 beans.
Just
People are saying,
the beginning
how do you know what you're growing? Because I grow the same volume every year.
2 weeks and they'll be out.
2 weeks and they'll be out. Yeah, towards the 3rd week in March they'll be set free on the soil, and they can then put up whatever they're going to throw at them. It's much easier than autumn planting. Look at it, they'll catch up and they'll be picking late May into early June, right through June.
Fantastic.
Okay, and Rich, what we got here? You've brought a pile of old teasels and
well,
it's a Japanese knotweed and all this junk under my allotment.
Well, I thought for a fact, the teasels, they might have some seeds in there, so they might
they might be there for the finches. I don't want teasels growing.
They
are pretty in the right place, but not on an allotment.
That's true.
He's scratching me now, I don't know. Whenever I sit in this bench, I always end up getting injured.
Yeah, well, I thought the Japanese knotweed is particularly useful today. So the bee tube they wanted to make. Right. I managed to get some of your favourite, but a large. Do you recognise it?
BT ducted.
So you've purloined plenty of that in the past.
Fabulous leek got to make one.
Make some sort of leek. So I brought that as our tube, and I thought what we do is cut some length, some hollow stems,
right?
Same length as that,
right?
Stuff it in there.
This is going to attract
hollow tubes, and also I brought a bit of elder, which has a pithy centre, because some species of solitary bee prefer to excavate their way into the stem. Right, so we'll cut some.
It's a complicated bee. Well, all these bees understand their role in all this. That's the important bit.
This baby, I cut this from a hazel stand the other day,
right?
Because I wanted to cut the stand down so it throws up new shoots for some more some weaving sticks and things like that. But I would have used this for a clothesline,
right?
But rather than that, I thought the best thing to do is if I
can put that in there.
We can put that in there. Right. We can push that in there and tape it around.
Did they fly that eye?
They did fly that eye, and we can hoist it up at the end of the greenhouse, facing into the sun all day, so that little tube should get nice and warm. Yeah,
and they will attract bees.
Well, we'll give it a go.
Just come with a guarantee.
We'll give it a go.
We'll give it a go. Right, come on.
There are no guarantees in nature.
No guarantees.
We'll give it a shot and see how we get on.
Right.
So, if do you want to do the sawing or do you want to do the holding?
I'll do the holding.
You do the holding?
You want to saw again?
Okay. So saw. So if I stick that.
Oh, you're going to cut your length.
I stick that in there to the right sort of length. So obviously you want to make it neat. So if I there you go. Then you saw right. Excellent. This is very good. This is very good, isn't it? At least you're not being whipped. This one. Excellent.
Oh, what a job. Well, we haven't got quite off yet.
That's nice, isn't it?
Only one of them, is it?
So lovely and clean. That pithy, lovely, soft, pithy centre in there.
So
if we have
one of them.
Two of these, maybe.
Two of them,
right.
A
couple of these.
Put them back in the lens.
That in there like that.
Have I got a saw again?
Yeah, if you're happy to saw, then
I'm happy to saw.
Away. Yep, that's great.
One thing with this, it's quite soft, isn't it?
It is soft, yeah.
Right, there we are.
Yeah, and that's really pithy and soft. Look at
really
that.
pithy and
you
soft.
can kind of pick it out, actually. I mean, it's what's quite fun.
The bee's supposed to do that, not you.
Can you wait for the bee, please?
Okay. A Japanese knotweed.
Japanese knot. Are we cutting that with?
Yeah, we'll cut this nice and straight. So this is teasel. So these are again nice and hollow stem. Fantastic. Right. So should we see how
many have you got?
Our collective. So if you hold that up for me, and
hang on.
I'll see how we're getting on with.
Get a couple of small ones to pack them in, then, can we?
Yeah, we can. Right.
A couple of those now. We should be able to jam it in place.
And how are you getting on?
Well, I'm catching bits as
catching nodes.
Yeah. See, when it goes in, it's not going down because it's catching.
Cool. Look at that. Well done. That's good thinking. I'll tell you what. So
how's that looking?
You and me, kid, we'll go far. We could knock these.
Can we mass produce these?
Possibly. We could mass
this time next year.
Not sure anybody else what the purpose of it would be.
This time next year, we could be beehive millionaires.
Pioneering stuff. No one has ever done anything like this before.
My God, you learn something new.
Yeah.
Join Gardeners Click.
I think this
learn something new every day.
The important aspect of gardening, really, is
this is the wildlife you attracted in my plot.
The sense of.
I got birds at the bottom and bees
freedom.
at the top. I got the birds at the bottom and the bees at the top. What more do you want?
That's what you want.
You can learn all about the birds and the bees on this.
So should we go and put this up? Should we go and put this up?
What, with the birds and the bees?
Go and pop it over at the end of the greenhouse.
Right, here we go.
So we're taping this up, and this is slightly kind of a slightly random affair, really. I mean, I guess we might do something a little bit more permanent if we were, I mean, it's an experiment, isn't it?
An experiment to see if we got any bees in the Rhondda.
And you'll see red mason bees, and they'll just kind of hover outside the tubes. And they'll end up going down the tube. And you'll see if there's anything colonised them because they'll be full up with mud. The ends will be full up with mud. Yeah.
Right. It looks like some prehistoric radar.
Yeah, it does, yeah. No, I'm happy with that. So what's the plan now then? What should we do next?
Plan now, we're going to go back home now and get you a tune to bring in plants to life.
Okay.
This little hands-on experience.
Right.
And I got one little tray there of onions I've planted for you.
Right.
So you can get a touchy-feely with them.
Okay.
Right.
Excellent. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Lead the way.
Lead the way then.
Lead the way,
right. Right, you'll be back here now. This is the hands-on. This is where you get up close,
up close and personal with your plants. Bees.
Now, you appreciate that in the greenhouse, all these plants are grown away, but they see no air movement.
No.
And one of the things a plant does outdoors, with the air movement over the top of it, it causes it to rock back and forth. And when it rock back and forth, it sends impulses to the roots, which means anchor yourself in the ground, it makes them grow well, and gets a good root structure.
Yep.
So what are you going to do? You just gently rub your hands once or twice a day over the plants.
Okay.
And then that will actually make them.
So it's quite. I mean, it's quite
therapeutic,
isn't it?
And again, it's you're getting to know your plants personally. They know you were touched. They know you will feel. They feel more at home. Now see on the bottom the same thing. Don't over spoil.
Can you over?
Now see that on the bottom there now.
Yep.
That is your onions.
Oh wow.
There are 12 reds and 12 ordinary whites.
Wonderful.
So get up personal with them and get to know you.
Same applies there.
Same as you apply there.
Okay, so I'm getting to know
rocking them back and forth, you're getting to know your onions.
Know your onions.
Getting to know your onions.
Very much.
See, mine are much happier because I got a softer feel. So you just
well, I suppose it's the same principle as trees, because trees will always throw a root into the prevailing wind, won't they?
That's right. Because I mean, what you're doing is making them sort of respond to the fact that they are rocking back and forth, and they're thinking, right,
so how often do you do this? I mean,
twice a day. When I come in the morning first thing, over the top, and in the evening when I come and lock up, over the top again. Right. So they then feel quite happy. But look at them, they're making beautiful little
those peas are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
so they're absolutely gorgeous.
So they are yours now. I'll hang on to them for another bit longer.
Thank you very much.
I'll probably bring them up when the christening is taking place.
Brown garden spider there, look at that little chap.
Well, he'll do that for us.
He's catching catching the white fly and stuff like that.
We can train him into that. Well, we've had a great morning on the allotments.
It's been really good, isn't it?
Yeah, sunny. Really good.
Fabulous. A little bit of a north wind blowing, but we're in a fabulous little sunspot here, aren't we?
We popped back to the greenhouse and we had a little hands on, but time has overrun today. I don't know about you, but I am absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, I'm starving, so
on this is called a wrap, so it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Bye.